would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. And you think it was, meditated? That would mean he called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there still is the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. Let me talk to your eyeball. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You're like a god to me. You're the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about, when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. He's just an old man. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. That's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I have been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't believe she'd give up a guy like you. Irio... What do you want? Are you flirting? Is this your way of flirting? I was never home much. Too focused on work. I'd come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad. Especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves, or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? You're a little nosy Nancy. My goodness. Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now. We both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Not until there's a check mark. Nope. So we're gonna keep talking about it. My nose is already running. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the ones who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy, it was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we'd overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I know there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but... we may have stuck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Are you? Are you sorry? I don't know if you are. Let's read about a fun murder. Notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. First came to attention of the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Testing revealed it to belong to a missing female high school student. As it appeared to have been severed deliberately, the police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized by the highly polluted state... Commas exist, Natalie. Was organized, but the highly polluted state of water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head, and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Not the fireworks. Silent, no audio alert. What's up, Joey? Let me give you a wiggle. Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. This caused a stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area, and it was feared that they might have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until I don't think I've seen that word. Until a Hitherto? Unrelated individual came to its attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumichika Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nejima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious. Jesus Christ. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inward slowly and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nejima dismembered the rest of the body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing had happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me, I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested that he had committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nejima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Well, that's fun. Notes on Hajime Yoshimi. Body found at former Yasuda Gardens. Estimated time of death 2 days prior at approximately 11 a.m. This said p.m. Didn't it say p.m.? Cause of death, acute heart failure, cause unknown. Signs of a struggle found at the scene. Efforts to locate witness underway. Body discovered by groundskeeper. Currently investigating the fiance of the deceased and 2 failed. Blah, blah, yeah, we know that. Hey! So, all this occult stuff. Have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? The rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo and Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with the rite or whatever. The rite of whatever or that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that, seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but... Bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Well, boss, I think that about does it. Alright, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Nope. Oh god, what is that? What is that? Huh? Boss? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Damn it. It was that case all along! Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Gargigi. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Ooh. Use the curse button when someone lies to you. Ooh. Ear. So they could have killed Shogo very easily. Damn. I mean, how do you know that they're lying, though? You just, like, get the urge? The urge to kill? Korose. Honk. Boss? Boss! What's up? Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Yeah, because that's what happens when you go senile. You just faint. Sorry. No, I'm fine. Nario. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no. Your senility is kicking in, isn't it? Okay, bud. Let's calm down. No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I've been cursed. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. Oop. Tsutsumi and June, sorting through the facts... Jun, not June. The facts of the officer Hajime Yoshimi's mysterious death. Tsutsumi denies the existence of the Rite of Resurrection until the curse echo of the Evergreen Beach appears before them. Oh, I get the whole story now, don't I? That's a fun part. I like that we get to learn the whole story about stuff. I like reading the folklore. It's fun. Let's do that first, actually. The Evergreen Beach. He deceived us with his so-called Rite of Resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swings from a rope. They'd thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuke clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought... Wait, what? The ukiyo-e boom. I don't know what that is. Brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he ended his own life unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with the dark scars where the rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves did not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it. As the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event, the people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. What did he do? But what did he do? But what no did he do? Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The right of resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of the curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo. And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong? Now shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. You won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it. I'm listening. Is that bread? Where? Where's bread? Did we get bread? I like bread. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. Oh yeah, I got sub badges. They're all breads. They're all bready breads. Since the founder badges are taken up. I got little cute little bread sub badges. Alright, this pizza's kind of a bop. Just 2 bros investigating a murder. Gotta kill some people. Red. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility. Why do you keep thinking he's senile? How old is he? Nope. Oh, to get ages? No ages? Meow! Bring her back. Yeah. I just saw cats at the end and got excited. He's probably like, yeah, right? It's fucking Japan, so. He's probably like 38 or something, looks like that. It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. This is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. Oh? Do we have a special squad? I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. So why don't we go to like a more, well, I would say populated area, but an area where you have more of a chance of running into someone than you do at the park. Right. You can trust me not to. But, no, I just can't believe it. I heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the security bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. Thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. Are you serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department that protects citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me here, though. That was 4 years. I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division, Special Security Unit, Paranormal Affairs Bureau, it is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know of its existence, even within the police force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation of does sound like a lot of P's. Like my brain couldn't handle it. In the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it really readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio! Miro Kurosuzu! Oh my god, she was badass. I love Mio. The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross their desk, though the vast majority turn out to be hoaxes. Due to the sheer volume of cases, close-lipped, experienced detective without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Tsutsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. I'm so sorry, I'm struggling to read tonight, Jesus. The current chief of Paranormal Affairs is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi. He was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, and has served as Mio Kurosuzu's mentor since discovering her. Kuiru is an elusive figure. Very few have met him in person, and he is rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has oft been the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because there's some odd names in this game. I've never heard them before. Kuiru is not actually of flesh and blood at all. His seat in his office is usually occupied by a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kuiru's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. Wow! So much lore. I like lore. I just wish I could fucking read. Good God. I think that was it, correct. So what we've discovered so far is that Mio is awesome. So, do you have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. 1 beer and I'm down for the count. Oh. Huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Thought it'd help get the point across. Oh. Huh. Sorry. Seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. That's because she's so super cool and awesome. Nope. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes. That seems like it'd be a violation of Article 69, nice, of Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So, what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The curses being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. It's that bad? I'll put it this way. It's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is. So we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for paranormal affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me. Partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working a case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. Might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. So, what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right. If there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the cursed stones. But, boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. So, like, were the curses, like, handed out to people that were just kind of, like, in the area at the time? Like, conveniently? Or was it, like, premeditated? Of, like, who got it? That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that the other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse.